they're intolerant, forcing their views upon populace by means of court rather by means of the legislature. The legislature is the one who's supposed to make the laws. The courts merely yes, ma'am.
If you're
or
saying,
yes.
if you're saying that abortion was forced upon you and gay marriage is forced upon you, first of all, no one is forcing anyone to have an abortion or have a gay marriage.
Thank God. Thank God.
So it's not forced on anyone. It's actually given people the choice to make their own decisions. And as someone for you to say, oh, they could have waited 5 or 10 years. Do you know how many women died because of coat hangers?
Oh,
because
not many.
Yes, many.
Hundreds.
It was an epidemic, actually.
Not many.
It was an epidemic. And how does
Do you know,
how does a
time out.
woman carrying her no, not time out. How does a woman carrying her
Well, you
pregnancy?
make these claims that are so ludicrous.
Oh wow, that's so crazy.
I
So
just looked up the text, the actual legal text of the Missouri Order 44. Never mentions African Americans, and it actually was a military order. It was a military order, and the legislature in 1838 debated back when it was signed by a military order, debated the legality of it, and the majority of them said no, this holds no legal validity. And whenever the governor of Missouri in 1976, Governor Christopher S. Bond, he issued an executive order saying that yes, we understand that this holds no legal validity, and we're completely swiping at people's school books. It never mentions African Americans, and it was never legally recognized. Never legally recognized.
okay, so let me thank you. Facts are interesting. You've probably never heard of Dr. Bernard Nathanson, have you? In the 1970s, late 60s, 70s, Dr. Bernard Nathanson was the owner of the nation's largest abortion clinic in New York City. At the time, before 73, I believe New York and California are the only ones that did abortion. He ran the nation's largest abortion. Personally, oversaw over 40,000 abortions in his clinic. 40,000 that he oversaw. He was testifying before Congress, and he was asked the question, how many people are killed by so-called back alley coat hanger abortions? He said about 10,000 people a year. Later on, he was asked, where do you come up with that figure? He said, I made it up right on the spur of the moment. I have no idea how many, but they asked me, I made it up, and it became the rallying cry for these pro-aborts, that all these women are dying of coat hanger abortions, and he would say he made it up right on the spot. You can check that out.
Do you believe in free will?
It's still not.
Well,
They're just gonna come up and say, hey, come up here with a coat hanger.
Usually if someone dies, usually if someone dies, like say a 20-year-old woman dies, they perform an autopsy or they have a cause of death. And there's nowhere near where they're saying 10,000 women a year were dying from self-induced abortion. It wasn't even
Does it matter the number of people who die? Is any number of deaths more valuable than any
other? She just asked me
other?
if I knew how many. So I told her.
No, but you still don't know how many. And even one is too many. And second of all, have you ever been...
How about 57 million?
I will agree.
It's a big number.
I gotta agree with you. One human murder.
Woman dying because she didn't want to have
one human murder is too many, and in every abortion, we have a murder.
Have you
believe in free
these
will?
Countries that illegalize abortion all around? Doesn't matter if they're going to miscarry. Doesn't matter if it was rape. Anything. Have you seen these women get thrown in jail because they had a miscarriage?
Now some countries are even banning pregnancy. And do you know how many more deaths?
Slippery slope argument.
Do you know how
Logically
many
invalid.
Time out.
How many get
Countries
pregnant?
are banning pregnancy?
Yes.
You have to get a permit to be
China,
pregnant.
They do that today. There's a limit on children, and a lot of abortions. We went to India.
Yeah,
They kill off the girls. They want more.
You've traveled the world, haven't you? Don't you know? Aren't you worldly?
These women are getting thrown in jail for having natural miscarriages.
By the way, now I realize that you say China recently did do away with their one-child policy.
And they're still...
So are you making a slippery slope argument?
And,
It's what it sounds like,
And by the way,
which is not valid.
the idea, I mean, there they had forced abortion, so I think it's horrendous.
I don't think anyone should do anything that they don't want to.
Carrying a baby or having
And
should never do anything you don't want to do.
You get to choose what you want to do with your life.
Well, you know
Women
what?
shouldn't get thrown in
You
jail
know
for
what?
having
I kind of
miscarriages.
agree with you. But sometimes you get in circumstances where there are consequences to what you did. You gotta act. In other words, I might say, I don't think anyone should ever have to puke. But I just drank a whole bunch of whiskey and I'm puking, and I said, I don't want to puke, but the problem is I drank all the whiskey, it's making me puke. I might say, I don't want to have a baby. Well, then I shouldn't have had sex.
Oh my god, that is.
Can we get back real quick to the taxes? You were talking about how like, we shouldn't raise taxes.
Yeah.
Hold on, one day when you have kids from me, I hope that they don't make you abort because you as a man don't know what any woman will ever have to deal with.
Do you believe in free will? Answer the question.
You were basically, I'm asking.
You as a man have no opinion. You as a man have no opinion.
On the rich
According to her.
because instead
You're a man.
Do you believe in free will?
opportunity to have that like
Sure.
one-on-one
Sure, okay.
chance with the
Then what's the
person.
issue with
I
abortion?
think that if
That
you try and equal everything
entity
out by
does not
redistributing the
exist
wealth
in the world
you're
to
gonna-
make choices.
Murder.
It disincentivize-
I believe in free will.
It's not a
Murder's
person.
wrong.
It's not a person.
How many
because
chromosomes?
it doesn't.
How many chromosomes does it have?
There will always be in any
What kind of DNA? Is it banana tree DNA? Is it mosquito DNA? Is it whale DNA? Uniquely
What
human?
fucking baby do you know is born a whale?
You don't know
What
biology.
fucking world are you from?
more cheaper.
If you studied biology,
If you studied biology, you know that women can't give birth to fucking whales!
this is an example, folks, of the angry leftist agnostic skeptic. So this is how not demonstration on campus of how not to make your case intellectually. Exhibit A.
Exhibit B, the man who believes, I assumably also believes that babies can be born.
You
with
asked me if
whale
I had
DNA.
free will and if I believe in
And
free
then you
will.
said that you believe that women can give birth to trees, to lizards,
No,
to
I said what
whales?
kind of DNA does it have, and you said it's not
The baby
human.
of a
and I said it's
woman's-
uniquely
in a
human.
woman's womb.
Uniquely
the
human
DNA,
DNA.
Of the thing in there.
It's
Okay.
its own DNA.
Okay, thank
Its own
you.
DNA.
Thank you. We know you're going to try and chill. Just
So yeah, calm down, deep
it's
breaths.
a no smoking campus. So just take breaths. If that
Join the Technate. Informed decisions for the future.
so
There
all
goes.
I say-
This is the future of liberal education in the United States. So
But basically,
you know, choose wisely.
if the people
be
who are
tolerant.
productive are being punished and not rewarded by the government, they're going to be less.